Alright guys, so I thought it would be fun, since we've been talking about form, to make some origami flowers for Mother's Day. Or it could be a present any other day. These just happen to be for Mother's Day. So it's going to be 2 pieces of paper for each flower. If you want to make a whole bunch, it's going to take a little bit of paper to make those. So I'm going to show you guys how to make this part of your flower first, and then the stem's super easy. We're going to make that second. So the end of the flower, the top of the flower, is just like any other origami piece. You need to start with a square. So what we need to do, because most of our paper is a rectangle, we need to turn it into a square. I need to fold one of my corners in half. So I'm going to take my corner and I'm going to fold it in half. So you can kind of see that. I'm going to fold that in half. Take this top edge and you're going to line it up with this edge by folding that corner in half. Alright, so folded it in half. You can kind of see that. Okay, but keep it folded, and you're going to cut off this extra piece right here. This is what's creating your rectangle, and we need a square. So get rid of that. We don't need it. Open it back up, and you're going to look at it like it is a square. Don't look at it like it's a diamond. Look at it like it's a square, and you're going to take one end of your crease and bring it up to the other. So point to point. And squish. Alright, open it back up. And you're going to have a big X on your paper. And I'm going to take the whole thing and I'm going to flip it over. And I'm going to kind of poke the middle, make that go down a little bit. And I'm going to take the top edge right here and I'm going to bring it all the way down to the bottom. Again, you're looking at it like it's a square, not like a diamond. So then take this top edge, bring it down to the bottom, and squish. Okay, open it back up. I'm going to take the whole paper and flip it back over. Flip. And I'm going to poke the middle again. Poke. And you're going to see that these 2 sides right here just popped up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring those 2 sides together and then down. So again, together and down. This top part is also going to be squished, so I'm going to take this and squish. When you're all done, it looks like this. Alright, so this is going to look a little bit like you're making a origami water bomb, but we're not. It's a little bit different. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this corner right here. I'm going to make this a little bit closer. Alright, I'm going to take this corner right here and I'm going to bring that all the way up to the top. So again, this the top, and I'm going to take the other one. Notice I did not bring this one up. Don't do that. Leave that there. Okay, and I'm going to take this one right here. I'm going to bring that over all the way up to the top and squish. Alright, so it looks a little bit like this. Now what you're going to do is you're going to flip the whole thing over, the whole form. Flip the form. And then I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. It is symmetrical. That means it's the same on both sides. I'm going to take this corner right here and I'm going to bring that up to the top, just like the other side. So bring this all the way up to the top. And do the same thing over here. So I'm going to take this point, bring that up to the top. So this is where it's different. There's a couple things. This is where it starts to be different from the water bomb. So you're going to take these 2 top flaps of paper right here and I'm going to bring those together. Clapping hands, clap, 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 clap. Okay, bring those together. And then the back side is going to be doing the same thing. So it's inside out. So what you just did is you brought the whole thing inside out, or you made it inside out. So I'm going to go clap, right? And then this other back 2 sides, right? See those? I'm going to close those. Alright, so it's the same kind of shape. It's that you're not going to see, you have no crease here. There's a line there, but the paper doesn't come apart. Okay? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these 2 sides, I'm going to fold it over so they line up in the middle to make kind of an upside down kite shape. Alright, make sure that you have the same side pointing up. So this is where my flaps were. They're at the top. Okay, so I'm going to take this side right here and I'm going to fold that over so that it lines up in the middle. So you can kind of see that, right? So that lined up in that center line. Okay, do the same thing to the other side. I'm going to take this right here and fold it over. All right, so it looks like an upside down kite. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip the whole form over and flip. I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. I'm going to take this side right here and fold that over so that it lines up in the middle. Okay. And then I'm going to do the same thing to this side right here. I'm going to fold that over. So I have an upside down kite shape. Alright, so this I found a little bit strange, this fold. But what you're going to do is you're going to find a pocket. You can see that they both kind of have pockets. You see that? So you're going to choose one. And I'm going to take the other side and I'm going to stick it in there. See, look, I'm going to stick that little piece right in there. I'm going to squish it so that it stays. Alright, so I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. So I'm going to flip it over. The same thing. I'm going to find a pocket. And I'm going to stick this piece of paper in there. It's weird, I know. Okay. Stay. It always wants to pop open. I don't know why. Okay. Alright. So I got that. Now, this is the part that I always find hard. So, at this part of your form, there's a little hole. So this is where it is a little bit like the water bomb, where you've got to blow into the balloon and kind of blow it up so that the bottom pops open. So let's see if I can do this. I'm always having trouble. Almost there. Oh, I had it for a second. Ah, I did it. Okay. So, the bottom kind of popped open. You kind of see it almost looks like a cube at the bottom. So, now what you're going to do is you're going to take these little points and I'm going to peel them back. Like that. Okay. Let's see if I do this other one. I'll peel. Here. There should be 4. Peel. I've ripped a couple of these too. So be careful when you're peeling them. Peel. Alright, so there's the top of your flower. And now you're going to make the stem. Stem is going to go into that part that you blew up your balloon. So, you're going to take a whole piece of paper. So let me back this up so you can see the whole piece of paper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this so that I've got a point pointing straight up, and then I've also got a point pointing straight down. And I'm going to take the one at the bottom, and I'm going to pinch and roll, pinch and roll. So I'm kind of rolling it. Try to keep it skinny. I'm going to roll a whole piece of paper. Yeah, try to keep it as skinny as you can. If it's too big, you can always unroll it and start over. Okay. So, before I get to the end, right here, I'm going to put some glue at the end, and that's going to keep everything together. So I'm going to roll that. Alright, and that is my stem. Now sometimes I've got to take an end and I kind of squish it a little bit to get it into the bottom of my flower. So you can kind of see that's going to go in there. So the great thing is it goes all the way in and it goes up to the top of your flower and it kind of holds it in place. So that's your flower. You could also add some leaves if you wanted. You could color them. I really like this kind of craft project. It's just a good way to kind of exercise that math part because you're following directions and you're dealing with form. One of my favorite things. Okay, so I hope you guys have a lot of fun with this. And it's not just for Mother's Day. You can make it as any other day. And I hope you have some fun. All right.